Your brain naturally resists good habits, but there's a way to beat it. In this video, I'll show you 3 simple steps to make any habit addictive. We've all been there, wanting to wake up early, but the second the alarm rings, your brain acts allergic to it, and your goals suddenly feel like, maybe next year. Or you want to go to the gym, but somehow Netflix turns into this gravitational black hole that sucks you in with just one more episode until it's midnight, and you're too tired to even pick up a dumbbell, let alone lift it. And then there's that guilt spiral. You promise yourself, tomorrow, I'll definitely do it. And tomorrow comes. And the same thing happens. Eventually, you start asking yourself, why am I like this? Am I broken? Do I just lack discipline? And the worst part, you see people online who seem to love waking up at 5 a.m., love eating broccoli, love journaling like it's better than chocolate, and you're just sitting there like, what secret cheat code do they have that I don't? Now, before we dive in, let's get real. Why does this even matter? Why not just rely on willpower and discipline like a Spartan warrior? Well, because willpower is like your phone battery. It runs out. And if you're constantly relying on willpower, eventually you burn out, quit, and feel like a failure. But if you make your habits addictive, if they pull you in instead of pushing you away, suddenly you don't need discipline. You don't need to force it. You want to do it. Imagine actually craving the gym. Imagine looking forward to journaling. Imagine waking up early without needing 6 alarms and a motivational speech from The Rock. That's what happens when you make your habits addictive. So let's break down the 3 steps. And fair warning, these aren't just motivational fluff like, just believe in yourself. These are science-backed, psychology-based, real-world tested strategies that can flip the switch in your brain. Step 1. You've got to hack the instant reward system. See, your brain is like a spoiled little kid. It doesn't care about the long-term benefits of eating healthy, exercising, or studying. It only cares about what feels good right now. The reason bad habits like junk food, social media, and Netflix are addictive is because they deliver instant gratification. You eat the cookie, boom, dopamine hit. You scroll TikTok, boom, another dopamine hit. Meanwhile, good habits are like a Netflix show that only gets good after season 3, and your brain's sitting there like, yeah, I'm not waiting that long, just give me the cookie. So the hack is this. You've got to attach an immediate reward to the habit you're trying to build. Don't wait 6 months to feel good about it. Make it rewarding in the moment. Let's say you want to go to the gym. Don't just rely on, oh, in 3 months I'll be fit. Instead, create a reward right after your workout. Maybe you only allow yourself to listen to your favorite podcast at the gym. Or you treat yourself to a fancy protein shake you genuinely enjoy. Or, and I love this one, you make a little chart and give yourself a check mark every day you go, and then visually watching those check marks line up becomes addictive on its own. If you're building a habit of reading, pair it with a reward. Light a candle, make a cozy drink, and turn reading into an experience you look forward to. If you want to meditate, maybe you let yourself enjoy 5 guilt-free minutes of doing absolutely nothing right after. The point is, stop waiting for the long-term payoff and give your brain something it can snack on today. Because the brain doesn't run on promises, it runs on dopamine. Alright, step 2. Master the art of the cliffhanger. This is straight out of the Netflix playbook. Why can't you stop after just 1 episode? Because they end on a cliffhanger. They cut off the story at the most thrilling, unresolved moment possible. Your brain hates unresolved patterns. It craves completion. It needs to know what happens next. So you click next episode without even thinking. We can apply this to our habits. Always quit while you're ahead. This is the opposite of everything we're taught. We're told to push through, to go the extra mile. But if you push to exhaustion, the habit becomes associated with feeling drained. If you're learning guitar, don't practice until your fingers are raw and you're frustrated. Stop at the moment you finally nail that cool riff. Stop when you're having the most fun. The last thing you remember is the success, the joy, the peak. Your brain is left buzzing with the unfinished symphony of it. You'll be excited to come back tomorrow because you ended on a cliffhanger. You're leaving yourself wanting more. If you're writing, stop mid-sentence. Seriously, stop when you know exactly what you're going to write next. You'll spend the whole day itching to get back to it to finish that thought. The habit starts to pull you in, instead of you having to push yourself toward it. You're engineering a state of anticipation, and that, my friends, is where the addiction truly lives. It's in the craving, not the consumption. Now, here's the thing. This works 10 times better if your brain is wired to actually crave discipline in the first place. I did a whole video breaking down the science of how to rewire your brain for that. I'll link it up here if you want to check it out after this. Alright, let's keep it rolling. Step 3. Make your identity do the heavy lifting. This is the most powerful step. Because habits aren't just about what you do, they're about who you believe you are. Think about it. If you see yourself as a lazy person, then every time you try to build a habit, it feels like you're swimming upstream. You're fighting against your own identity. But if you shift your identity, the habits come naturally. For example, if you start identifying as an athlete, then going to the gym isn't a chore. It's just what an athlete does. If you identify as a reader, then picking up a book isn't a big effort. It's just who you are. If you identify as disciplined, then doing disciplined things isn't something you argue with yourself about. It's automatic. So how do you shift identity? Simple. Every action you take is a vote for the kind of person you want to be. You don't need to fully believe it yet. You just need to cast small votes daily. If you want to be a healthy person, every time you eat a healthy meal, that's a vote. If you want to be a consistent person, every time you show up, even for 2 minutes, that's a vote. Over time, those votes add up until the identity locks in. And here's the magic. Once the identity clicks, it becomes addictive. Because humans love being consistent with who they think they are. If you see yourself as a runner, you'll feel uncomfortable not running. If you see yourself as a disciplined person, you'll feel weird not following through. The habit becomes self-reinforcing. So let's recap quickly before we wrap this up. Step 1. Attach instant rewards to your habits so your brain actually craves them. Step 2. Quit while you're ahead. End on a high note so your brain craves coming back for more. Step 3. Shift your identity so the habit becomes part of who you are, not just what you do. Now, I know what you're thinking. Okay, this sounds great in theory, but where do I start? Start right now, today. Pick one habit you want to build and test drive these steps. Let's say you want to start working out. Don't plan a 2-hour routine. Just do a 5-minute session. That's it. And here's the key. Finish while you still feel good. Don't wait until you're drained and frustrated. And while there's still energy in the tank, while you know you could have done a little more. That way your brain walks away remembering the momentum, not the struggle. Then, immediately give yourself a reward. Check it off on a tracker, sip that post-workout shake, or just literally smile and fist bump yourself. Why? Because you've just cast a vote for your new identity. I'm the kind of person who works out. Do this once, and you'll feel good. Do it for a week, and you'll start to notice yourself craving it. Do it for a month, and the habit won't just stick. It'll pull you back in without effort. That's the difference between forcing discipline and engineering addiction. And here's your challenge. Don't just nod along and click away. Pick one habit right now and run the formula on it today. Whatever it is, shrink it down to something you can actually finish. Stop at the peak instead of pushing until it feels like work. Reward yourself instantly and tell yourself, this is who I am. Then come back and comment below what habit you chose and how you ended it on a high note. Hold on, who's blowing up my phone? Oh, it's your future self. They're saying, hit subscribe if you want to unlock your best version. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.